So here in this module, let us understand the behavior of forward voltage drop of one of the junctions in BJT with respect to temperature, the VBE versus temperature. So for that, let us build a simple schematic. Click the component library here. Take a current source as shown. This is a constant current source. Place it somewhere in the schematic. Press escape. Then click again the component library, type NPN. So you got this bipolar NPN transistor. Click OK. Place it somewhere here. Press escape. Then you need a ground. Then click here and place it somewhere in the schematic. Press escape, press spacebar so that your schematic gets in the middle of the screen. And then now what you can do is you have to click the wire and then make the connections. Then you have right here, make the connections. Make the base pin of the transistor connected back to the collector, and then you say that here is one more net. There is this one more net here. Place it somewhere. Then have the net like this. That becomes your net. Here you click, right click. Then you can label the net. Let's say this is your output port. Say it is VO, that is output, and place it. Press escape. Then you have click here, label the net. Now this is again the port input, output, or none. Keep it none. Let's say it is VDD or VCC. Click OK and place it on the net so that, and press escape. Press space bar. So your circuit is now ready, and what you see here is closely, that's your collector pin, this is your base pin, and this is the emitter. And the base to emitter junction is there. And this VBE, voltage between base and emitter, this is the forward voltage junction of the transistor. And then you have to see its behavior with respect to temperature. In fact, the question here is, you have to understand how the output voltage varies with respect to temperature. So your output voltage here is nothing but the VBE of the transistor, or in other words, VCE, which is the voltage across collector and the emitter beam of this transistor. So before setting up the simulation, right click the current source, have a DC value of it. You can set, let's say, 1 milliampere. Click OK. Then right click here, and you see that these are the transistor properties that you can put up for a generic transistor. You can set the collector to emitter voltage with base that is open. That is the maximum voltage across collector and emitter of this transistor that it can withstand. And the maximum collector current that you can also specify. So instead, you pick new transistor and come here, and you see that there are various parts that you can select. For example, the first one, manufacturer is NXP. This the polarity. Its VCO is 30 volt. The maximum collector current is 800 milliampere. Is a SPICE model, SPICE deck, where you have all these properties. Beta factor is 200 and so on and so on. So it has got temperature behavior also modeled, hopefully inside the SPICE model, and therefore we should be able to see the temperature behavior of the transistor. So click OK. So you have selected now this transistor 2N2222, right? With that said, uh, you are now uh, going to simulate the behavior of the circuit. What you do here, click to simulate, go to edit simulation card and choose the analysis you want to perform. So first of all, you can have a DC operating point transistor, but before that, you have forgotten to place the voltage source that will that will basically supply the current to the circuit, right? So you need a voltage source. Go to the component library, type voltage. There is this voltage source. Of course, click OK. Come over here, press escape, space bar, click wire, take it here, place it here in the connection. Then you have click here. You can actually do this, place, click the ground, place it here, escape. Actually, you don't need this junction here, so maybe you can remove it. Also, this one, don't need it. And then you can then right click here, label it to be VDD because you have labeled it earlier. Place it exactly on the label, on the net. Then press right click on the net, and then not the right, yeah, place, press right click, highlight the net. So you see, because you have labeled the net with the same label, actually, it is highlighted. So this is the common connection right over here. This is VDD. Now you want the right click and say, let us say you set it at 10 volt. So that is your DC 10 volt coming over here, and then you have 1 milliampere current injected into the collector pin of the transistor, and the DC operating point analysis of this transistor can give you the VBE voltage with this kind of biasing. So VBE of the silicon, this is silicon transistor, should be around ranging from 600 millivolt to 700 millivolt. So you want to see that, click simulate, edit simulation card, choose, click DC operating point. So it computes that, see the syntax.op, click OK, place it somewhere, then click simulation. And you can now see you have DDD, that is DC 10 volt voltage. The output voltage is 0.655, that is 655 millivolt, what we uh, earlier predicted, which is correct. So that's basically your forward voltage drop across this diode. So both junctions are actually forward bias here. You see that this is base emitter junction. This is collector to base junction actually. So both are forward bias. So you can see that this transistor is already saturated, and it is from the characteristics you can see that, recall how the transistor BJT saturation curve looks like. It's a constant current. Uh, uh, the collector current is constant across the voltage, Then there is this, but we are talking about the variation of output with respect to temperature. So let us focus on that. Then you have a collector current, which is close to 1 milliampere because we are forcing it to be 1 milliampere. Then base current is around 500 microampere. So if you multiply it by 200, so you can get that how much value. The maximum beta factor is 200 from the spice tech model. So this is all there. But so to perform the temperature sweep analysis, we can click here. This is spice. You can click where here, spice directive. So click here, and here we can type the command dot step, then temp, then start temperature, end temperature, and steps. So it's the temperature is swept from 0 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade and with the steps of 5. So it's a linear sweep. Click OK. Place it somewhere and then done. Click save. After saving, click run. You got the simulation window up here and here. You see that, click view, which is actually the output voltage. You want to see how it varies with respect to temperature. So click OK. And you can see that there is this linear behavior of this forward voltage drop of the BJT that is around 700 millivolt at zero, but at room temperature around 27, we've simulated with the dot op command and it was found to be close to 660 millivolt. Remember earlier we did the dot op, so we know that, but at zero it is 700 millivolt, but we normally operate the circuit at room temperature. So we are talking about this, and thereafter there is this slope of indicating the del VBE or del VO over del T. That is change in VBE over change in temperature is approximately -2 millivolt per degree centigrade. That's the formula. So that is how it goes. So right click, for example, and then you can try to measure the slope of this curve by means of just this graphical analysis, right? You can see if there is directly availability of finding the slope, right? You can also see various options, right? Plot and all that. Yeah, so that is how you can see that, right? You can, so exercise for you, find out how would you graphically measure the slope of this line. So this is how your concept of this forward voltage drop with respect to temperature will behave. So such type of concept is useful in the understanding and then designing the bandgap references using the BJTs in the analog circuit design. So hope you found this model useful. If you did so, share it with others for wider reach and stay tuned for more engaging content like this. Till then, wish you happy learning.